There it is. Okay, awesome. Hey, welcome back. It is time for Satisfactory Saturday. Once again, we have not had it for a few weeks. A month or so, I think. Was enjoying playing some Hightail. So, it looks like January 10th was our last one. So, that's a month and a week or so. So, 5 or 6 weeks. Not too bad. We're going to jump in here and where's my camera? Wake up, camera. Okay. Camera fell asleep. Get the controls back up for that. We're ready to jump into here. It's been a little while. Like I said, it's been a few weeks since we did a Satisfactory on a stream. Here we go. Alright, so we're working on some stuff over here. My camera's still not there. I don't know what happened. Where'd my control center go for that? Come on. It's already running. I don't see it. Alright, well, anyway. Oh, there it went. Pull it up top here. Over here. Come on, camera. There you go. Now, why is it not showing up on the screen? Oh, goodness gracious. Sometimes this doesn't want to show up right. I'm going to change to a different camera real quick and then switch back. Oh, okay, that showed up there. Good. There we go. Alright, here I am. I'm here. Yay. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Dramatic effect there. Let's go up some. Awesome. Okay, cool. Got all that situated. Anyway, Satisfactory. I'm going to lean this back a little bit. Hopefully it's not going to mess everything up. There we go. Okay. Looks like last time I was working on this factory here, which is going to be... Yes, okay. We're processing iron from down here. Dude, you done messed some spacing up. Look how bad this is. This is horrible. Oh yeah, I know what that is. Let's get our music going. We need music. Songs of Conquest is good. We're gonna try a different one though. I'm feeling a little quirky today. We're gonna go with Goat Simulator. Okay, let's put that away before I accidentally put it down somewhere. Alright, it's going to take me a minute to get my factory feet back under me. Okay, so that comes just to that middle line there, just before it. This is not before that middle line. I think if I do... No, hold on. F and R? There we go. Good, now we can turn that... H locks it. Okay. Okay. Alright, alright. Ooh, that's definitely off a little bit. Okay, that looks better. Let's just make sure everything's lined up. Let's see, it has its mergers. The output's this way. That looks about right. Does that spacing look good? Yeah, there we go. Got it. Okay, sweet. Alright. Yeah, that's much better. And it comes just to that line there, which if I'm not mistaken is what we said this one was at. Eesh. Well, we can't all be perfect. But we can try. Try H that. lines up that way, and we want to come over one more. Now see, one's going to put it there, so I'd have to go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that's not right. The other one's right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 spaces though. I'm not gonna get. You know what? We're just gonna leave it there. Sometimes you can't be perfectly even. It really hurts me to say it. Okay, so these are going to process iron. Excuse me. Hands are dry again. $75 per minute, and this is going to produce us approximately 480 per minute. That's an odd number. Oh, 1200 per minute at max. No, we don't have the belt speed to be able to get all that up here. So I think what we're going to do, let's go ahead and get this one set too. 75 per minute. Good. So 75, that's 150 per thing. 150, 300, 450, 600. 4 more 600. Okay, and there's the other 4. Okay, yeah, so that's 1200 total. We're not going to have all these working efficiently. This is bothering me. Yeah, that needs to go away. What we need to do is we need to get the right size in here. We'll make that, no, just that. 2, 3, 4. That one. Okay. And then make this north, south lines right there. Good. Okay. I probably have it on all 4 corners. Yeah, there's the clipping right there. We're gonna take care of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes it doesn't show up and it doesn't clip through, but a lot of times it does, and that's what gets me. Really, it's because 2 things are taking up. Keeps hitting the wrong button. Right there. 2 things are taking up the same physical space. It'll let you do it, but they'll clip sometimes. I said, well, not all the things. There's some things that won't let you do that on. So we're going to select that. We're going to go. Oh, that was actually just the right spot too. Well, darn it! Dang it, Bobby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's turn it in. There we go. Okay. Sorry, that was going to bother me. I get a little picky with things sometimes. I'm not picky. I just like things the way I like things. That's not picky. All right, so we're gonna run our coal up, or excuse me, ore up through here. Now, where's the entrance on this? Is this the front or back? Which doesn't tell me anything about that. That's the mergers. Okay, these are splitters here. I did place that one wrong. And that one. Okay, we'll get this. So this needs to be turned. So the input is this way. Like that. You see how that looks? Yes, okay. The same thing on the other end. I gotta fix that. So far we've done absolutely nothing. That looks right. That looks right, because the input's now here, and is that the right spot? I think so. Yeah, it's right on the edge of that. Good. Okay, so what we're gonna do, takes me a while to get my, not that, this. Yeah, that one. We're gonna pick a 0. We're gonna put that right about here. I think we can, and then put the lift right there. That connects. Good. Okay, then we just need to come through here and there we go. Good to go. Alright, then we just have to do the same thing on the other side as far as the outputs. So those are going to be mergers with belts coming through here. On the other side as well. Okay, cool. That takes care of that. So now we need to get the ore coming in from below. We also need power over here. Why do not I have power? Better coming from yeah, let's just pull it off of what I already have down here. Okay. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. One thing I try to avoid is this powering that? No. What's going on here? Oh, yeah, we are powering the train station from here. Alright. I didn't realize that. It's quite alright. That is a floating piece. I don't like leaving floating pieces. I heard a sound. I think it's just part of the music. I do like putting them underneath or on the sides here. So what we want to do is let's take this one across the front here, attach it to the other end, and then we'll send it over to that. That's what we're doing. Okay, so we press number 2, we click on this, we're going to bring it all the way across the front face. Hover pack will be better for this particular part. Nope. Okay, let's change that out. Hey, look, I picked the right one. Right there. Okay. There we go. Okay, yeah, so it's just it gets picky as far as the I can't go down. How do I go to... Oh, because I'm in something, that's right. There's something about that when I'm in a build menu or whatever build mode like this, I don't have control over the hover pack as far as being able to go down. It's part of the reason I use the jetpack instead, but for stuff that you want to be stable and be able to get to just the right spot, this is much better. Okay, so we can get rid of that right there, which will get rid of the line. Alright, so that one's cleaned up a little bit. We also want to clean up. I just don't like the power lines in general. I'd rather like if we pick that and just bring it over to like. Stupid. Okay. Literally that. That's a double. Oh, is that what the problem is? What if we cycle through those? Ah, ha ha ha. There we go. Now we can put a line between that and that. Now I'd rather run along the base of the side of this, which honestly, what does control do? Hold. Okay, snap mode. All right, I need to go in there and change snap mode to something else. I think that's what our problem is. Let's see what our settings are on that. Alright, options. Keybinds. Building, nudge, snap to grid, left control. It also says toggle mask manual. So, I don't know. Left control right here. We're going to change that to Alt. Map marker mode. Binding is currently. Let's pick something else. Maybe shift. Okay. Can't use the Windows key. Well, I mean, we'll make it the other control. How about that? How about that? How about that? Okay. Let's get back to the game. So now I just want to check. If I select this, I can still hit. Okay, good. Alright. That's just a keybind issue. Okay, so what we want to do is bring this power thing all the way over to this side, and we're going to run it down the edge of that. We also don't have this covered yet with slopes and stuff. And we'll get it down there. This needs to come in. Like, I'm fine with the poles through there, but right here we need to be joining onto this track and going around the edge there. So. Also, cleaning this up is not making progress, so I need to work on actually making progress, don't I? Okay. So why don't we just pretend? No pretending. Let's just put power. Oh, we're gonna run it through here anyway. Whatever. Let's see, 2. Come back here. That's where you're gonna go. And then connect over this way. Over this way. I'll come back and do this later. We're gonna. Okay, yeah, we should do that. Just throw it on right there. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And from there, we're gonna pop it up with that machine. There we go. Forgot it was on the other side of it. Okay, now we're gonna get a power. Excuse me. Now we got to get power up to the factory. We're just gonna snag from this one here, and throw a throw a little connector underneath here. Boom. Okay. Then we just need to get it in to the top, and if I'm not mistaken, this one is a little slower as far as the climb and all that. So I don't like. Another reason I don't like the hoverpack as much. Okay, we just throw it there. Okay. So we need to put a lift on this, start getting stuff moved up. Boom. There's that. Put another lift right there. We're going to turn it this way. I think it's about the same height. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll just connect to a conveyor to both of these. Straight up. There we go. Just going to start putting stuff into these. Alright. I forget what I was... Oh, I forget what I was even trying to make over here. His hands get so dry out here. Excuse me. That includes my inventory. Let me pull up my list. I have a list for Satisfactory somewhere. I have to look through here and see if I can find it. That's not it. Okay, here we go. Copper powder. That's not helping me. I had a grand idea at some point of like, I don't really know, man. Is this copper? This is copper. Oh, okay. Well, I know what I'm doing. Okay, so let me see here. That's the map. Copper powder. How do we make that? Okay, we have to have the ingots and then we crush the ingots. Okay, that's what I'm doing. All right. I'm caught up now. We're good. So we're making copper, not iron. This is a case where the jetpack's a little easier. But we'll go with this for now. There we go. Okay. That's everything. We got to put a roof over this, and yeah, we're going to put a full floor. That's right, because this is going to be the bottom floor of this, because we've still got to make the actual copper powder. There's that. Good. Good. I want you to be on the... There you go. Now you're talking. Awesome. The beacons are lit. Alright, I'm looking for the line in the middle of it. There it is. Okay. I'm going to zoom this out like that. Boom. Okay. Now we're going to go back down there. We're going to bring power in. Yeah, we have to put manufacturers up above this, and then we would turn the ingots into powder. Then we got to get a train station. So, all right. No, I'm in the wrong menu for that. Right there, too. connect these like this. I like putting it right in the middle there, and then it's weird, like pointing at it. If you point directly at it, you can't connect to it. When we come over here, we're actually pointing at it. Right above there, connect this and this. They're humming right along, man. There it is. That was weird. There it is. It's just really weird to find the connection point. You should be able to point directly at it, you know, and like connect to it. But this is not like, it's pointing at it. This is not pointing at it. Right there. It snaps too if you have something to connect to it, which I like. That's good. But okay, power is on. Yellow ones are full, probably. Yeah, that's what's going on there. The outputs are full. They've already processed all of it. Look at that. Yeah, okay. We're going to go ahead and build our next level. Take it to the next level. It's going to be a lot of smog and mess up here. So they're giving me 75 per minute. We're going to crush that stuff down into a powder. Build menu, blueprints, factory, dual constructors, center in. We want to go the other direction. Let's put that on H. What line did we go to? Oh, we're in a bit. I feel like these are a little wider than the smelter stuff. They are. I want to bring that edge to there. Ah! Ah-ha! That method did not work for making everything smooth and even. Alright, so the first one is, the first two are fine. And then we just screwed up after that. You know how we can do this? We can do that. And we can go that. Okay. Now, blue, 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 blue. Okay, everything's pointed right. That is our input there. Gosh. How many will each of these process? Copper powder, they will process 300 per minute. Okay, alright, alright, alright. This isn't too bad. So, it might not take nearly as many to do this. This is going to give me 75 per minute, so 75, 150, 300, So this will do. Each side will feed 2 of these. So there's that. This is how much I need. That being the case, I have a couple options. I could just put these up here. I could reconfigure them, right? Have 4 in a row. It's going to take up more floor space. There'll be a lot of space around it. That'd be good. I could also expand this out to the side. I don't really want to do that. And then everything would be on the floor. But I feel like we can do it up here. I know I'm stumbling over my words, but we're going to do this. We're just going to manually build everything up here for that. Okay. So, with that in mind, let's go to production. Let's get... I guess first of all, why don't we start with sending this stuff up so we know exactly where things are going to be lined up, so we can try to make this look as nice as possible. Pull up a lift hole. Now we could come all the way back here, but I'm going to try to come in just inside right there, I think. I'm going to connect that, come down, reverse that. Now it still needs a belt, which is okay. Darn it. Forgot about that little detail. Let's put this in the same spot over here. We're going to back up, keeping our line there. Let's just walk sideways. Right there. Okay. Now 9's going to come out of that, down to here. Ooh. That's off. Okay, hold on. Needs to be back a little bit, like right about here. That look right? That looks right. Okay. And then we come down here. We do that. We're gonna add a belt between those two. Okay, cool. Excuse me. Burped. Now, with those two in place, what we can do is go ahead and put our tops on there. Now, okay. Okay, all right. I got this. We're gonna put splitter here. Okay, I really prefer the jetpack. Okay, before I place that one, what we need to do is put our two constructors out here. One in line with that. Another one next to it. I think we can do this. Okay, we'll do the same thing over here. I think we can fit this constructors in. I wanted to pull that line. There we go. There's that line I'm looking for. Right there. Okay. They're at least lined up now. I know that. Now this one we're going to line up with that. And that. There we go. And I think I can squeeze... No, I can't squeeze one in there. Ah, darn it. Okay. Alright. I got this. Outputs go all the way around, so we can... Let me think. Shoot. Now. We can still do the same design if I change the direction of this, but we have a lot more room going this way anyway, so I don't think there's really a need to do that. So let's throw our constructor down here. And we're going to alternate aligning to that line. The problem with doing that though is it doesn't make it easy to get the outputs to merge together. So we'd have a fancy little game of merge up above these, I think, in order to do that. Okay, let's get rid of that. We're going to turn this around. Like that. Okay, good. Delete that. Put this over here. Should allow both these to merge together. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place these and delete the ones in the middle, like that. So the same thing over here. I'm gonna place this. We just have a ton of space. That way I know they're even, and then I can put this one down here, make it even with that, get rid of that. Now for hopefully evenly spaced, I don't know. Is the middle on that line? The middle is not on that line. I want the middle to be on that line. Good Lord, I can't line things up. Okay, let's put this down here. We're gonna... This is just a placeholder. This line right here. Bring it back, then. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Right there. Okay, good. All right, now let's delete that one. We're going to replace it right like that. Good. Same thing with this. That should do it. Okay. Now these should be aesthetically pleasing enough. Not perfect, but we're gonna go with it. I mean, I could shift the whole thing down one more unit. I don't know. That should do. Alright, let's go ahead and get our splitters down. So we're going to come over here with a splitter. Probably need to be out a little bit like that. Where's my input? Input's there. Good. There's that. Just that. Okay. Now it's just a matter of connecting belts. I mean, and a few other things, but... This is super spaced out. I have a ton of room on this level. This is all I need to have on here, and like that's without even overclocking them. These things will process that much. So like I could probably overclock and only have two of them, but Which I probably could have snuck in to down below. Squeezed it in there. Okay. Now for our output, we're going to bring it back this direction. Is there other resources from down here that I want to use? Where am I at? Right there? I don't have a radar tower down here yet. I need a radar tower down here. Oh! Okay, let's see here. Yeah, because I have a radar tower up there. Anyway, excuse me, radar towers right there. I've got one. I've got two of them. They're up north. There's one radar tower there. And one over in here. They kind of overlap a little bit. A lot of bit. And it doesn't quite catch. I don't know if there's anything over here for it to catch, though. I think there might have been one or two other resources. So anyway, this radar tower right here is what we're working off of. We're down here. Probably somewhere in this area would be good for a radar tower. But why don't we go in there and place one? I'm going to place a map marker right there. Other question is, do I have the stuff to make a radar tower? Highlight marker. Apply. Okay. Somewhere over there, right? Is that? Oh, yeah. I would just fall to my doom. Here we go. Get some momentum up. Here we go. No, that wasn't what I was looking for. Oh, but it is glowing. Okay. Let's land right here. Refresh, and off we go. There may be some danger down here. I don't know what I'm up against. Up, 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 up. Right here. Where's my freaking beacon? Must be above. Alright, anyway, let's alright. Do have the stuff to build it. Good. Alright, we just gotta grab power. It looks like we had some over here. Oh, right there. Yeah. Look at that. Good for me. I planned ahead. Okay. Now we should be able to see our resources down here. Okay. Yeah, we're on that copper right now. We've got some, it just happened. Some limestone. Little caterium down there. That's all taken. Yeah, but not much else to get here. Good bit down here, though. Let's go ahead and highlight my area. I can't. I'm in the way. Okay, go back out here. Get out of here! That's not it. Here's my little factory I've built. I've begun building a new factory. I like this perfectly natural 90-degree angle that their terrain makes there in the water. It's just like, Or to do that. I don't know. So that's fun. Okay, so we need to build up our corners, put our roof over this, and then we need to start collecting this together. We also need to find a way to send this back to the main hub. Train is probably the best answer for that. However, I don't have any train lines over here yet, so I got to sort out what I want to do for a train line. Do we want to try to have it run elsewhere, like from here? We could tie in the Canterium line there, have it pick up some stuff from there as well. There's a bunch of this limestone all over the place we could collect as well too. I don't want it to be too far run because it's coming up to here, right? So boom, a straight shot, right? That wouldn't be too bad. It's actually pretty close comparatively. I've already got 4 things in that. But like let me process this through my brain hole. Okay, so we could have a station where the first item in it is copper powder, or the last, whichever. Maybe the last. We'll do that, and then we could have shorter trains that run elsewhere to get the first 3 items. Excuse me. To put in that station. That way, only one train has to be longer than needed. Otherwise, I mean, yeah. If we made the copper powder the first item in a station, that means that every other train has to have an empty car in the first spot. However, if we... it's still the same amount of cars being used, but like the other trains are shorter. Does that make sense? I think, yeah. So if we make it where the first, the train running our copper powder up is 4 cars long, but it's the last car where the copper powder is, then it's the only one that has to be longer than necessary. Whereas if we put the first cars to copper powder, that would save one. That would save. That would make this train shorter, but the rest of them longer. I think that makes sense. And that's gonna go into all kind of stuff there. Sam, there's some Sam over there. Oh yeah, that nasty stuff there. Any more radar towers down here? There's a little island place over here, or this stuff past that. I think once you hit this, you start dying. You don't want to do that. But like, there's a completely peaceful island. There's nothing on here at all. If you want to go collect some wood, it's good for that. But yeah, this stuff out here. I don't know. Like, I think we're just going to set it up. We're going to get the train going. We can always make changes later if we need to. So let's well, I'm trying to select the marker there. I should have gotten rid of it. Okay, let's turn the radar towers off. Stop highlighting marker. Apply. Remove marker. There we go. Okay, got it. Okay, those are, well, let's keep them. Let's keep them. Let's see here. Sure, yeah. Thanks for lurking. I'm just doing some factory building here. It's been a few weeks since I did this one. We're just making our copper powder. It's our next step in what we need. I was just debating transportation wise how I want to take care of this one, but I think I got it sorted out. Let's see here. We want to build corners. Let's see. Corner base, corner first floor. I think that's right. That is not right. Hold on. Sweet. Okay. Let's try that again. Wrong one. I'm always pressing the wrong buttons on these things. That was the first floor. That's the right one. I just didn't have it turned right. Right, there we go. Okay. Do the same thing over there. Yeah, copper powder is what I'm working on. I'm trying to make nuclear pasta, and I realized that was the one thing I didn't have. So I found this node over here. I already have some factories processing other things nearby, but those aren't going up to my main hub up top. I have this giant floor or foundation up there that I have lots of train stations on and all that. So right now I'm trying to make this smaller level products and then send them up there for making the bigger things. So I have a lot of these little factories like that sitting around all over the map. Like you see some of my oil processing over there, and then I send it all up to the top, and I've just put tons of foundations over the world because why not? We can do that. Okay, so that's how we do this, and then the next step on our building is the top. Do I not have that? I don't. Okay. All right. Cool. We're going to go to. Oh, that's right. I have a shortcut bar for that. We're going to go to that. Put a number 4 on top of this. Did I actually get rid of that top one, don't I? That's right. And then we put that on there. Number 4. So it's right on top. Right like that. There we go. Cool. Just one. Probably could have just put those in individually. Alright, 4 right on top there. No zoop. No zoop. No, don't do it. Okay. I messed up. That's what I want to do. No zoop. Okay, good. Whew. Got that off. Pick a number 4. Cool. Great. All right, now we're just gonna run the. We're gonna fall. That's what we're gonna do first. All right, number 6 I've got there. Let's get it turned right. Shoot. Okay. Now we do want to. Okay. We got this. Sweet. Alright, it's coming together. Throw that over there, and then we just got to get our ceiling in here, and I don't think I have that on my shortcut bar. Nope, I don't. Okay. That's easy though. We just build menu, architecture, and frame foundation. That's what we use for our ceilings on these things. Just keep it open, keep it flowy. Let all the exhaust from the machines get out. Okay. Then we got to get power up here from right here. And that is not on this hotbar. There we go. Pull that right up top. Run that to my middle. You know what? You're right. Let's just run along the edge for this. Connect that. Come along the edge again. Great. It's gonna come over here. That corner. There we go. Okay. Connect that. Alright, cool. One more. Great. They have power, they just don't know what they're doing. So, let's program that in here real quick. Yep. Flying through it. Okay, yeah. Oh, I forgot to do a copy. It did not copy. Copy. Paste. There we go. Alright. Now we just need to put output, and then I've got to figure out where we're sending it. I need to build a station over here somehow. I'm not going to be able to fly up there, am I? Shoot. Oops. My bad. Okay, it's a little high up for, it is a little high up for just sending it by, excuse me, by conveyor. I think we could, and just build a small station up top, but I feel like the other stuff we want to send up there, it'd be good to have a spiral over here. See here, we've got that train station there with a spiral right there, so this stuff could feasibly go up that way. I could also run this train over to catch that spiral. Let's go over that way and see. I want to see what how far this is. Excuse me, it's a little out of the way, but that's not too far. We'll get it over there. So I've got this line of track coming through. Oh, let me find some ground. There we go. Okay, it's better. Yeah, I've got that one running all the way up there so far. Jump on over here and see. Oh, something's nearby. Can't get me up here. Alright, map wise, where are we at? How far off are we? Okay, so that wouldn't be too bad. If I run a straight line over here, then we just go up and catch these spirals to go back up. It's a little out of the way, but it's not horribly out of the way. Like a straight line would be great, but sometimes we don't get. I mean, I could make it happen, but. Okay, so where's that line going to be at? Let's look at this again. If we cut straight through here, we'll be fairly close to it, I think. So let's plan a route through this way. I just have a one-way line over there, don't I? Check this out. Okay, yeah, so I'd somehow need to come back and tie into that line, which we're not doing right now. I don't think this is. This is probably one of the first stations I'd made for this world, and I didn't quite have it all sorted out properly yet. So This needs some work to be able to have multiple trains coming through here, because they need to either bypass this station, which it looks like I could. Shoot. Yeah, we could do that. We can bypass this station. So we'll have a return line coming over here and just going around that. Is this 2 foundations wide? It is. Okay, and it's straight down the middle. So let's go ahead and make some more of this. Got 40. No. 40. There we go. Super Zoop. No, right there. Good. I think there's some trees I need to cut down. Let's pull our train track out here too while we're at it. There we go. Good. All right, now I said, okay, it's a little further down before we have the cut over. That's fine. Let's get under here and clean some of this out. That would be the, okay, whatever. Vegetation removal. Yay. Oh, it's alright. What else we got right there? Okay, get that one. Ah, I missed. Alright, cool. Is that. Yeah, that has us clear over here. Alright, so what we need to do, we need to build a bypass loop around this station. For a return line. That means it's gonna have to come over a little further out here. Probably right in here we can do that. Where is the middle line? Let's see. Shoot. I can't see it. Let's just do one. Ah, it is turned that way. I couldn't see that. Let's see. Let's get lined up with that line. Now I see it. Okay. Let's come to right about there, maybe. That should give us enough room to get past it. Alright, and then we're going to tag in. No, that's not right. Okay, so if we wanted to run on that, right, we're going to come back 1, 2, 3, so right about here maybe? Take a look at that. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to split this rail. To right about here. And then go to there and go to here. It's a little sharp there. I don't want it quite like that. Let's do that. And then come over here. We want to come to this. Right there. Awesome. Okay. Now this is going to come along the edge here. I think maybe there. There. Okay. And then this is going to look weird. I know. I don't know. Let's come a little further. Let's come out further down this way, and then we're going to cut over at a sharper angle. We'll do that. Do this one 2. Boop. This one 3. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Cool. All right. Let's have a goal that we're shooting for, which is going to be right about here. I'm doing the middle. I'm doing like, okay. All right. It's weird, but here we are. Okay. Now we're just going to take this over like that. No, actually, let's extend this down. We'll try to connect them, let it do the math for us. There we go. Like that. Nice. Okay. That seems excessive. Oh well. Try to match these ends up if I can. I cannot. Brr. Okay. Anywho, somewhere around in here, we're going to shoot over that way. So let's go ahead and work on a split. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. So it's going to have one branch going that way and then another side coming back for the return. Excuse me. Excuse me. Must deforestate. Oh no, wrong word. Sounded cooler. Really? Okay. This might actually clip through here just right. Let's see. Am I going to be able to go straight and miss everything? Ah. Okay, let's get rid of some trees. Yep, it's gonna make it. Okay. Can hear the birds outside. Oh, I can't go further than 40. Where can I keep going? I did, however, forget that I needed to land somewhere. I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm over my platform. It's okay. 35. There we go. Yeah, that's a straight shot through there. I think that's going to be about right. Where's my platform to land on? Over here. Ah, made it. Okay. Oh yeah, so we'll make a train station down over here. So it's going to have to come down to the station. Okay. This is why I wanted to know where it's going to be at before I start building stuff for it. There we go. Alright, cool. So that's just gonna, stuff's gonna come down. It's gonna be shipped over here. We'll put a train station here, and then I'll send it back through that way. Let's go deforestate underneath here so these trees aren't in the way. Alright, build more platform. Okay, whatever. That's over here to get rid of. There we go. Do, do, do. How would it, ooh, I need more of those. Hold on. Rebar. Fill this back up. Okay. And extend platform 2, 3, 4, and as far as you can go, my little friend. I don't think that's the way it's supposed to work. There's one over there still. This. Okay. Trees hanging over there. Get rid of all of it. All right. Forgot how to do that for a second. Why is it 13 by 4? I know I should be able to build more than that. There we go. There we go. Nah, I missed the tree. Come on, hit the tree. You can do it. Right over there, and then we got one over here. I do realize that the more trees you get rid of, the bigger your save file is, but the trees are in the way, so the trees must go. Another tree. Hey, look, more trees. And okay, more trees over here. Here. Alright, let's see. I'm supposed to check something. Oop, dropped something. Don't look at me. Alright. Get comfortable again. One more tree right there in the way. Yeah, there he is. I think I got it. Yup. Yes, okay, good. There's one right here. Great. We have a rail path. Okay. And that'll connect. Yeah, we just need to build a train station over here. Get that copper powder heading over to the hub up top. So it'll come over here. It'll follow that line up that. I've got two spirals there. Up the spiral. Oh, yeah, I always have an up and down spiral. So I figured this was a little easier than building another spiral. Probably not, but oh well. I think I'm out a little far from underneath the platform there, so. And went underneath. Where's it gonna go? Went at a render distance. Yeah, I've blah. I'm tired. Goodness gracious. Well, I think I am going to play some more of this after I stream, maybe. I don't know. I've got some work I need to try to do. Try to get into some 3D printing some stuff, and I've decided to learn how to design it, make the designs myself. So, yeah. But we'll see. This has been fun. Just getting back into it. We got the factory finished up. We just need to tie it in and get the product out of here. So, let's get this down here. Okay, so if I want that running across that line there, we need to come back 1, 2, 3. We can come there and go 1, 2, and 3. Gives us just the perfect curve. You can do a smaller curve than that, but I actually like that curve quite a bit. Just throw one little foundation there, and then I'm half afraid my lines won't turn the right way. Okay, and then what you do over here is you can come to these. There they are, number 8. Yes, it is. Put these little curves in there like that. Oh, it's not where I wanted that. I'll fix it. Where'd it go? Where did that go? Oh, there. Odd. Okay. And there's an upside down one you can put with that too to kind of make it all look square and then all that. So you put that on your corners and it kind of makes them look a little nicer. Okay. Well, let's continue our path of our rail line. I like stopping on lines. Just makes it look cleaner, in my opinion. There's that. Okay. Uh-oh, we have some more leaves popping through. Let's go down there and take care of that. Sweet. I'm not sure that I have any other products out here anyway for the train to pick up, so I'll probably just do a single loop. Just a little loop for it to catch the stuff here and take it back to the factory. And we're gonna send it back over here. Man, that's really wide, Dave. I shouldn't have done that. Right here, we're gonna move it over. We're gonna come over here. Okay, let's run it back. We'll delete that extra platform over there. The extra row. I got a little aggressive with how much foundation I was laying down here. Burn. Here we go. All right. Let's go clean this up now and get rid of the extra platform over here. Just as far as it'll render. I think that was my problem when I was building before. It just wouldn't render anymore in. Get as many of these as we can in one sweep. One time. That's the word I'm using. Here we go. Land. And fly. Got it. Okay. Okay, now we have tracks coming over. We just had a bit of station. No big deal, you know. The station needs a couple more platforms to the side. Okay, let's pull up. Heard something. Okay. Train station is going to be down here under transport, freight, car, train station. Is this the right way? No, let's turn around. Nah, it's going to have to move. It's going to have to move. Turned it the wrong way. I turned it the wrong way. Ah. Okay. Turned it the wrong way. If you didn't hear me mumbling. If you did hear me mumbling, sorry. Needs foundation over here. Boom. There we go. Okay. Now we need one freight pickup over here. There we go. That's it. That's all we need for this station. We're going to put copper powder in the very... Excuse me. That's not what we agreed on. My mistake. Excuse me. We decided on copper powder in the last one. No? There we go. We're going to name this supply. Sorry. Sorry. Touch the tablet. Stretch, stretch. Okay, there's that. We need a buffer. Not a buffer. There's actually a buffer. We need a industrial storage here as a buffer. Okay, good. Flip down there. Tie that into there, as I was was saying. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring our supply underneath and up through here. So we're going to do a 0 right there, and then followed by 9, right? That did not take. Okay, alright. Right there. It's connected. Okay. So we really need 6 spaces from that line. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to make the turnaround is what I'm trying to get at. No. No, turn the right way. I don't know. I gotta think this through. I think I'm gonna call it for today. My brain's just really not staying with the game here too much. So thanks for joining. Glad to have anybody here that's been joining, and thanks for that. We're just we made a little progress on the copper powder. We just I gotta get all this tied in with our infrastructure and get it sent up there. So should do it. All right. Well, I hope you have a satisfactory Saturday, and I will catch you later. Peace.